gonna eat it. He's gonna eat it. We might get a skyrocket.
Right there.
We might get a skyrocket. We might get a skyrocket. Let's see here.
That's so cool.
You ever seen him? Like a missile.
That's neat. Did you see them holding the bait in their mouth sometimes? That's cool as heck. And you said spring, since we're out here during spring, got to be the best time for them, right?
Spring and fall, but I really like spring.
Yeah.
Springtime fishing. So who wouldn't love the springtime?
Gotta love Florida, man. Well, you gotta like spring better because you just got done freezing your butt off all winter.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, look at today. It's still snowing up north, and we're enjoying the Florida sun, baby. Yeah, we didn't even have a freeze in Cocoa Beach this year.
Really?
Yeah, we usually have 1 or 2 freezes, every year, but this year must be that global warming thing or something. I don't know. It got cold, but we never got a frost.
Did it kill all those mosquitoes over there?
It didn't even phase them, dude. I was out on the airboat the other night, and it looked like snow.
Look at them back there busting. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Switch this one for the rod holder. Go that one center. That one's up on top of the water.
He just got eaten, I think. He's getting eaten.
See those frisky ones, what they want.
I think we got one hooked now. Come on, baby, stay hooked up. I don't think he's realized he's hooked yet. Like something's leading me. Can't tell. Yeah, I am on that one. There he goes. You gotta love that sound, huh?
I do.
But I wish there was an alarm clock made like that. This one might be just a little snake slimer. I don't know yet. You kind of hope so if you're using a 7.9 inshore redfish rod. Yeah, he's a pretty good one. Not a bad one. So what do you do with your kingfish?
Smoke them. You can steak them, wrap it in, take the little loin pieces out, like the little fillets, and wrap it in bacon, put it on the grill. It's absolutely delicious.
What I had the other day that was absolutely delicious kingfish was sushi.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah. The sushi was absolutely phenomenal on these things. My buddy had a Japanese guy on the boat, and he was saying, "Oh, kingfish, that's #1 sushi in Japan." But my buddy didn't believe until they got back to the dock, and that's the first fish he went up and filleted, and as they were cleaning fish, he brought them all up a tray of it. And he said it was delicious, and I went and tried it, and it was very good.
Here's your little teenager.
Little teenager. Come on, dude. There we go.
A little small, we're gonna release this one.
Little small snaker, huh?
Good way to start the day though.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I like to release them like this.
Give him a good shot of water. Yep, there he goes. Off he goes. He's ready to get back down to that school, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. We need a bigger one.
Definitely need a bigger one. We're gonna try to show you some of these smokers out here. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be right off of Egmont Key, and Capt Ryan Farner catching kingfish right now. We'll be right back.
All right.
So what's your average size out here?
We've been picking out a lot of fish in that 15 to 30 pound class. Then we move in off the beach, fishing live Spanish mackerel, ladyfish, big silver mullet, and that's where you're gonna get your big smokers.
We'll be getting them big smokers. It's gonna be fun on these light tackle.
15 pound test, and that's some of the new Smackdown braid, right?
Yeah, it looks like about 8 pound test, but it's not. It's strong
Tell you
stuff.
what, you can cast that a mile.
It definitely works. I got it string tested last week down in the Keys. We caught a 10-foot bull shark on it, 65 pound test. It makes it fun on the light tackle. I think you got the 8-footer over there. I got the 7.9, so we'll see which one they like better. Oh, fish, fish. How about that, huh?
That's what we want.
I think that one's a little more grown than that last one. Well, welcome back. We're still out here right off of Egmont Key and catching smokers. Or we're attempting to catch smokers anyway. That one just smoked this reel pretty good. For sure. Oh, we got off. You got a Spanish in there?
Let's find you one.
Pick them out. What do they got? Black backs?
Black, darker backs.
About a plethora of bait in there, isn't there?
There's one right there. Beautiful.
Yeah, sure, buddy, how you hooking in things?
Right to the nose.
Little piece of cartilage in the nose, that goes in there perfect.
Come back here.
Then the stinger hook.
Stick the stinger back in his butt.
And that's
ready
it,
to go.
Ready to go catch a kingfish. Ooh!
They're eating those little white baits.
There, he just got eaten. Yep. I think we got us a kingfish, maybe.
Nice.
What do you think? That's one thing good about
Smoking
a kingfish,
it,
man. Smoker Kings in the Gulf. He looked like a pretty good one. We saw him come up on top of the water out there. Old camera boats are always fun. I think we got a growing here, Ryan.
Good. Want to go get him?
Not yet, but I think we're gonna have to eventually. You love that or what? Woo, did he do a smoke and run? Go forward. Man, I think he took out about 150 yards of line right there.
He smoked it. He certainly smoked it.
I didn't think I had this much line on here. Luckily, it's nice to thin line. This smackdown is something else, dude.
That's super thin. I like the way it feels.
I actually think I'm getting 20 to 30 feet more casting distance with this.
Really?
Stuff. Yeah. It doesn't feel like any other braid I've ever used either. It feels like silk. How big is the fish?
About to find out.
They do just one big run like that, or they can do a couple?
Oh, you know, big fish will do multiple runs.
Yeah, and I know over in the Atlantic they do usually like 3 good runs.
Yeah, 3 good runs. You know, and sometimes they can run themselves right out.
Yeah. It's like a pretty good fish here.
Decent fish. Yeah.
And off he goes. Oh, he's already rolling on his belly. And there he is. That looks like one for the smoker.
20-pound fish, that looks nice.
I'd love to have me a
smoked kingfish.
Nice little smoked kingfish, or even do some sushi with it like I was talking. They make excellent sushi, especially that size right there, brother.
King mackerel.
Oh, it's way down in there. Now what other species is in the kingfish family? You got what, wahoo?
Well, they're a pelagic. So, of course, you've got Spanish mackerel, Cero mackerel, all the mackerel family, and then the wahoo, you know, gets into that upper echelon of
that gets
pelagic fish.
in the tasty family.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, y'all stay tuned. We're going to be right back with some more addictive fishing. Captain Ryan Farner and the star of the show right there, Mr. Kingfish. Nice, brother. So what else you got that pops up on this wreck?
Cobia.
What is all this back here?
Look at that.
What is that?
Look at the jacks.
AJs. Holy moly, AJs. Well, do we want to do battle?
I say you go for it.
Hey, get a handful of chum, man. Throw it, see if you can get them fired up. Oh, they're getting fired up right here. Looking at this guy. God, look at all these AJs. We're gonna see if we can get one on here for you. These are some monsters. He got it. The sound of music. Well, welcome back, folks. We've changed positions now from where we were a little bit earlier, and we're sitting on top of a little wreck. Little wreck you found, huh? Cool beans. These are regular true amberjacks, right?
That is a true amberjack or greater amberjack.
Greater. I've eaten ones that are called I've eaten ones that are called Almaco jacks.
He wasn't ready.
That are very tasty. Just like any jack, they fight.
They fight pretty hard for a little guy, doesn't it?
Yeah, he did. He about got me too. Ugh. But that is a small reef donkey. These would be fun on that light tackle. But I don't know if y'all seen any of those big ones down there. They are absolute monsters. That's about the same size as that other one. What a pretty fish though. Same family as Jack Crevalle or not?
No, it's in a jack family. I'm not sure if it's on the same strand as that Crevalle. And these are great to eat. You know,
Tasty.
people like to make fish bread out of them. I love to make fish bread out of them, and I like to eat them. Fried amberjack is wonderful.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I might have to try that one. That one might not have a worm in it, huh?
No.
Nah, it will be nice today.
Let him go.
Ooh. Well, I was going to show him to you again, but he decided to go. See if we can show you one of them big ones. So this little secret spot you found, or what?
It's a little wreck that's been passed down from
Generation to generation.
Generation to generation. Friends in the business. We all fish it. It's not published. It's good.
Come on.
There you go.
There he is.
Nice.
I think that was one of the big ones.
I hope so.
I think we'll know in just a second. Oh yeah. Finally. Only took us what, 30 minutes to get one of these big ones? Chumming them and chumming them. We're getting smart. Oh yeah. I think this is a good one.
The grown one, huh?
A grown reef donkey. We were down in the Tortugas one time and caught one that was, I think, 6 foot long. Luckily, I'm not the one that caught it.
You have to go see your chiropractor after that.
Oh yeah, caught it on like a 30 wide. Look at that. What is that? That's another big AJ. That was a grown one again. Hey, how far does this wreck come off the bottom?
About 6 feet.
All right. I don't think he's near it. He sure is digging. You ever try butterfly jigs on them?
In the deeper water.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Deeper. Oh, yeah, I think we got a grown one here. We gotta go around the front. Come on, dude. That's one thing about a jack, no matter what kind of jack it is, they like to go around and around and around and around the boat. Come on, baby. He's fighting the spot lock now because this jack's pulling the boat. Come on. Let's see just how big you are. If you can see, I changed up to the little bit bigger rod. I wasn't about to try to fight him on a redfish rod.
No, I don't think that would have been a good idea.
We'd have been here till midnight. He ain't a happy camper, I can tell you that. Trocar sticking out of his head.
Ooh, he's pulling the boat for sure.
Yeah, he is. Round and around she goes. He's got about 5 big ones with him. Unless that was a big shark behind him. See any big bulls here?
Oh yeah.
Look. This would be a snack for some of those bull sharks I've seen out here. There's some color. Get him rolling.
I think you about got him beat. Maybe one more push out of him.
About 10 circles so far.
And wore you out.
Not quite. I need one about 6 foot long to wear me out. I think he's about ready. Oh, got him? Easier said than done, huh? Good job. There we go. That, my friends, is a reef donkey and a half. This shallow water like this, usually I've caught them in real deep water, and I don't know if you heard me make the comment about him blowing bubbles, but I was talking about their air bladder earlier, and a lot of times what they'll do is they'll release that air, and they don't blow up like a grouper does or a lot of fish that, there he goes, that comes from the bottom, what they'll do is they'll release that pressure and they can come right from the bottom all the way to the top, right back down to the bottom, and they don't get the bends like those bottom fish do. Brother, that was a pretty good fight, I tell you.
Worn out, you ready for another one?
Oh, heck yeah, you can't wear me out. It's springtime, everybody loves spring. Y'all stay tuned, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna get re-rigged and see if we can show you, I don't know, something different from Capt Ryan Farner, right off Tampa Bay. Be right back. On today's Rig It Right segment, I'm gonna kind of go over what Capt Ryan and I were out there using today. Can't say enough about the Minn Kota trolling motor. It's one great way to troll for kingfish. You know, a lot of guys out there idling around with their live baits, a lot of times they're using their big motor. Now what we do with the trolling motors is we take the Minn Kota and it's got a north mode, which means it'll always point it to whatever direction it last stops at. All I have to do is press north, whatever speed I want to go at, and it'll stay right on that heading until it runs right into the beach. If I don't want to go that shallow, I turn it, basically head it northwest, and I'm zigzagging up the coast. I'm not using my big motor spooking the fish. And the SX240 did its job out there. It wasn't a bad day out there, but a nice smooth ride as well. We went out to the wreck after we got done doing the Kingfish. With everything that was going on out there, I grabbed the original offshore 7.6 model rod that I have, and I had it rigged with a 7,000 Sabalos because you never know what you're going to get into out there. That was the shallowest I think I have ever seen the Amberjack come in that close. We were 50 feet of water in these Amberjacks. Some of them, those guys are smart, but we did get a couple of nice ones, and really a lot of fun out there fishing with Captain Ryan. If y'all remember Captain Ryan, he's the one that basically took me out for the first time last year catching the hogfish. If y'all get on YouTube and check that show out, if you haven't seen it, one awesome fishery. And if you ever get a chance to fish with Captain Ryan, highly recommend it. One heck of a captain. Remember one thing though, every fishing season starts right here at Dick's.
Rig It Right by Wright and Miguel.
Back there on top
look
of
at that
water.
right there.
Oh,
Look
that's
at
a
that
good one.
Oh yeah, they're ganging up on him now. They're ganging, look at him. Eat him. Eat him. Eat him.
They're smart.
They're smart. They're looking.
Oh.
Uh-oh, you got a grown snapper there, don't you? That or you got another hogfish. He's always, you know, he's famous for catching hogfish.
I don't think this is a hogfish.
Grouper?
It's feeling like it.
What you got? You got color yet?
A big old gag, maybe, I think.
A big old gaglione?
Oh, yeah.
And it's closed now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Of course it is. That's a pretty one. Go ahead and take him around there. I'm gonna catch one of these big AJs over here. You land him over there. Get that gaglione out of my way. Oh yeah, I guess he's ready. Come here, dude.
We're a couple months shy.
You know, if them cameras weren't rolling, I'd still let him go. Get him pliers. Yank that thing. But that,
Working the little jig head.
that is a gag grouper right there. And unfortunately, or should I say, fortunately for this little dude right here, he's got to go back. But that's a pretty one.
Beautiful fish.
That's a good snapper for here. I mean, a good fish for here, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 40 feet of water.
Jesus. I guess he was ready, huh?
He was ready. Look at the big school of bait down there.
Well, brother, I think we burned the clock up today. And once again, had an awesome day fishing with you. If y'all ever get a chance to come fish with Captain Ryan Farner, right off of Tampa Bay here. Actually, you're out of St. Pete, aren't you?
St. Petersburg.
Yeah, he's out of St. Pete. Your website?
CaptainRyanFarner.com.
You can go right to our website as well and book him from there at fishbooker.com, right?
That's right.
Till next week, don't forget about the website, addictivefishing.com. Make sure you send us a picture in your phone. Hashtag show your Mogan. We'll see you next week.
Check out more footage from this show by logging on to addictivefishing.com for outtakes and bloopers.
Oh, man. Look at that ugly looking fish.
It's all about them baits.
About them baits, about them baits.
No trouble.